MA spokesperson Syed Akbaruddin is briefing the press on the Obama-Modi meet. Let's cross live.
It's been a rather busy day for the Prime Minister today. He began early at 7:30 by hosting a large number of eminent chief executive officers of largely Fortune 500 companies for a breakfast, during which he didn't have breakfast, but all the others there did. The approach that the Prime Minister followed in that interaction was that he laid out his vision for economic development in India, and then said that India is open-minded and we want change. And we want change that is not only one-sided, and he felt for that change to be broad and acceptable, it required inputs from a variety of sources. These include citizens, of course, but also industrialists and investors. And he said that this was part of his process to engage investors to invest in what he envisages are going to be major and dramatic developments in India's economy during the next few years. And this was part of his attempt to, on the one hand, brainstorm and get ideas, and on the other hand, to hard sell and promote his vision of India and inclusive development that he has. So he laid out a whole host of things that have been undertaken during the last 3 to 4 months, things that he has repeated again today in his speech at the think tank, the Council for Foreign Relations, basically that how he had opened up investment in certain areas, for example, railways 100%, 49% in defense, the Make in India program, which according to him has a distinctive feature that for the first time it holds the Indian bureaucracy to strict timelines. He said here decision makers have to respond to requests for information or projects in specified timelines, and this he felt was a defining feature which was different from what were the approaches previously. The response of and then he went around the table asking for responses and suggestions. The responses of most of those who were present were very enthusiastic, and I will try and quote for you some of them so that you understand the sort of responses that they were. For example, one of the CEOs said that the day following the elections, he said, India was a different place at 6 a.m. the day after the election results. And so he said, there is a great desire now to participate in India's growth. There were others who said that they wanted accelerated engagement in India. There were some others who felt that they had capacities, for example, where they can create wealth from waste in terms of energy, solid waste, etc. Of course, there were others who also did express their views and concerns on current policies and environment. For example, there were several who did mention about need for a stable tax regime. And Prime Minister did assure them that he himself was committed to a tax regime which is stable, and he had said that he repeatedly has clarified that there is no intention to not, because it is his conviction that a stable tax regime is a necessary requirement for investment to flow.
MA spokesperson Syed Akbaruddin is addressing the press in Washington after the Obama-Modi meet. Let's cross live.
That India-US relationship is amongst the most important relationships. Both felt in the world today, and therefore it was incumbent on both of them to work towards strengthening and deepening this relationship. They have issued a vision statement which is now available to all of you, and tomorrow morning they will also be penning a joint editorial in a leading US newspaper. I think, of course, after their discussions tomorrow morning, there will be a joint statement which lays out the lay of the land in terms of the substantive discussions that they will have tomorrow. I think I will stop at that because I have given you a sort of a broad understanding of the interactions today, and if there are any questions, I will respond to them. But please remember, I answer to only one question from one person. So choose your question carefully. Yes, sir. Just a minute, we'll get the mic.
Akbar, who else was there at this dinner apart from Mr. Obama, President Obama and the Prime Minister? Did the First Lady join them?
No, this was a sort of official delegation on one side and an official delegation on the other side. So there was Vice President Biden, there was Secretary of State Kerry, there was the National Security Advisor Susan Rice, there was USAID Chief Mr. Shah, and there were a few other senior officials from the US side. My understanding, there were about 9 of them. On the Indian side, there was External Affairs Minister Srimati Sushma Swaraj, the National Security Advisor Mr. Doval, Ambassador Jaishankar, Foreign Secretary Mrs. Sujata Singh, and other officials who deal with the US, both from the Prime Minister's office as well as from the Ministry of External Affairs. 9. And 1 interpreter, if that makes it 10. And, yes.
Can you throw some light on vision statement?
It's available on the website, so you can read it. The light is fully, it's in full focus. Yes, Manish.
Akbar, while more substantive discussion will happen tomorrow, in terms of issues, where some issues flagged off by the Prime Minister or from the other side? Some
No,
key
I
issues,
mean, there was general understanding that India and US can work not only, need to work not only in terms of bilateral relations, but elsewhere in the world. So there were talk of possibilities of working together on Ebola, for example, in Africa. Also, Afghanistan. These were the 2 issues which were broadly flagged. There was, yes, Geeta?
Did they discuss the ISIS situation and cooperation on that at all?
No, I mentioned to you they did not get into direct discussion of any of the substantive issues. This was a general, again, let me clarify, this was a very cordial and comforting conversation where each was trying to understand others' perspective, and they did not get into very detailed substantive discussions which will follow tomorrow. Yes, Ashish? Just by my, if somebody wanted the names, the others were Nisha Biswal and Mickey Dickinson, and there is Mr. Vinay Thumalapalli from the American side, and then there was Phil Reed. Yeah.
Sir, I'm just tempted to ask, आपने बताया माहौल तो बहुत अच्छा था, अच्छा दोनों के बीच बातचीत में. What we have heard from sources, sir, कि President Obama ने केम छो कह करके स्वागत किया प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का. प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने भी क्या गुजराती में जवाब दिया मजा माछो?
देखिए, ये आप जो सोर्सेज कह रहे हैं वो मैंने ही ट्वीट किया था, तो इट्स अवेलेबल. ऐसे कोई छुपने वाली बात नहीं है क्योंकि ये ट्विटर पर अवेलेबल है. He responded, thank you very much, Mr. President. क्योंकि उन्होंने उनकी ज़बान में कहा था और प्रधानमंत्री ने प्रेसिडेंट ओबामा को अपनी जबान में कहा। यस
सर, इसी से जुड़ा हुआ मेरा सवाल है कि अक्सर जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर फॉरेन विजिट पर होते हैं तो वो गीता का ज्ञान जरूर देते हैं, तो आज क्या गिफ्ट लाए थे बराक ओबामा के लिए?
हाँ, कई गिफ्ट्स लाए हैं। एक पर्सनल लेवल पर उन्होंने एक स्पेशल एडिशन ऑफ गीता लाए हैं बाय गांधी जी। दिस इज स्पेशली प्रिपेयर्ड। मेरे पास उसके फोटोज हैं, अगर आप में से किसी को चाहिए तो वी विल सर्कुलेट दोज फोटोज। पार्डन, दिस इज गीता बाय गांधी जी, गांधी जी's interpretation of the Gita. This is of course a book which was published many years ago, but Prime Minister has specifically ordered a special reprint of that book, and copies of these were specially done up in a certain get-up with khadi on its cover and certain other silk covering, etc., and all in a box. These were prepared in Delhi and brought and were handed over to the president today. Also, he has given certain other personal gifts. For example, tomorrow he is going to Martin Luther King's memorial, and he is aware that President Obama has great regard for Reverend Martin Luther King. And there is a Gandhi link between President Obama and Martin Luther King and Prime Minister. So he had looked up and requested All India Radio to provide a recording of Reverend Martin Luther King's speech, which he gave in India in 1959 when he visited India. In addition, let me complete, ma'am. In addition, there are some other memorabilia of Reverend Martin Luther King. There is a photograph of Reverend Martin Luther King at the Rajghat.